Hello, TikTok. Hello, Facebook. I am Dr. Jessica Houston, international speaker and founder of the Elite Speakers Institute, where we teach our clients how to build authority, how to speak with confidence, and how to book more stages. The other thing that I love about the Elite Speakers Institute is that we teach you how to monetize your expertise on the stage and off the stage. So if you are joining me live, be sure to let me know where you are tuning in from. And so I just want to talk a little bit about the reasons why most speakers are struggling to generate consistent revenue. So this is an industry that, like, a lot of people want to speak, but they don't understand the business of speaking. And so I'm going to just jump right into what I want to share with you all because I can't be before you long. This is my anniversary weekend. So we're going to be heading out of town. We're just going to be having a good time. But I wanted to make sure that I shared this with you all because you've got to know, like, if this is something that you want to do, if you're a coach or an expert or a consultant or an author, speaking is one of the things you want to be doing, right? It's one of the things you want to be doing. So don't be afraid of it, but you do need to understand that there is a process to getting booked consistently, and there is also a process to generating consistent revenue. So one of the things that I've seen is that if you do not have a clear niche, right? If you're all over the place, if you're like, oh, I'll speak on anything, which is what I did when I first started. And then I started leaning more into women's empowerment. And then I went more into corporate and colleges and nonprofits. But if you do not have a clear niche, if people can't say, oh, you're looking for uh, a speaker on self-care. Oh, Dr. Houston can speak on that. So if they can't say that about you, then that means that you need to refine what your topic is, what your area of expertise is, and make sure that others are aware of it. Because otherwise, how will they know who to refer you to? So you want to have a clear niche. And the training that I'm going to be doing this weekend, not this weekend, next weekend, is Path to Profits. And I'm really going to be digging deep into defining your target audience, crafting your brand messaging, planning for profits. I mean, it's going to be 2 hours and it's going to be power packed. So if you're not seeing the results that you want to see, if you're not generating the revenue that you desire to generate for your business, then you definitely do not want to miss this training. Again, it's called the Path to Profits training, and the link is actually in my bio on TikTok. And then you can also access the link here on Facebook as well. The other thing is they aren't viewed as an expert. So you want to be viewed as an expert. You want to be viewed as a thought leader. And that's why it's important that you have a clear niche, because they don't want to pay someone who is just practicing on them, or who, oh, I'm just going to dip my toe in the water talking about this topic of leadership development. Like, no, they want to know, have you led before? Have you been a leader before? Is this something that you've actually done, or are you trying to teach us something that you've read in a book? Because it makes a difference. And they can tell if you are surface level or if you're truly an expert. Because if you're an expert, then you can go really, really deep, and you're not going to stumble and fumble over questions that they ask. But when you're just kind of pretending and you don't really know, and someone asks you a question, you'll get stuck. And then you really let them know that you don't know what you're talking about, and that's not where you want to be. So you want to make sure that you're viewed as an expert, that you know your stuff, like whatever that topic is for you. So, like, I love teaching workplace wellness. I teach on self-care and productivity and personal growth and speaking, of course. And so with everything that I am an expert in, like I study this. I don't just live it. It might not just be something that I've done time and time again, but this is something that I am entangled in. This is something that I put time, effort, and energy into because I've got to stay on top of whatever it is that my area of expertise is. The other thing is a lot of times they do not have a marketing strategy. And this is not just for speakers, but coaches as well. Or if you're an author or you're trying to sell courses or products, whatever that is, if you don't have a marketing strategy, then how do you expect people to access what it is that you are attempting to provide for them, right? So a lot of times what people do is they just make an announcement. And what I've discovered is there is a difference between announcing and launching. Oh, I got to say that again. There is a difference. Come on, TikTok, come on through. There is a difference between announcing and launching because launching is a process, it's a plan, it's a strategy. And so just posting, oh, yeah, you might, when you first write your book or create your product, you might get that initial influx of people, but you've got to consistently market, you've got to consistently show up. So, as a speaker, as a coach, as an expert, as a consultant, you must have a marketing strategy. And that's one of the things that I believe is really important that I share with my clients. The other thing is they do not know how to pitch themselves. So if you're wanting to speak, first of all, if they don't know you, how do they know to reach out to you? So it's always going to start with you asking first, right? With you reaching out, but you got to know how to do it, right? There is a process to pitching yourself. There is a process to knowing who to contact. And these are the things that I teach in Elevate 360, which is a part of Elite Speakers Institute. So if you've been kind of going in circles or you're saying, you know what, I want to learn how to speak better. I want to learn how to get paid to speak. I want to learn how to attract more coaching clients. I want to learn how to sell my products and services. Then you definitely want to be connecting with me and the Elite Speakers Institute. But also you want to make sure that you are joining my workshop next week. Now, this is the other thing. As a member of the Elite Speakers Institute, any training that I do, whether it's paid or unpaid, you get access to it for free. So if you know that you're ready to get that extra layer of support, then go ahead and sign up for the Elite Speakers Institute. It's only $99 per month. And then you can automatically access my Path to Profits workshop next week, which is $19 to join. The other thing is, outside of knowing how to pitch themselves, they don't understand the business. Oh gosh, they don't understand the business of speaking. It's a business. And a lot of times people look at speaking as a hobby. Oh, this is just something that I want to do. But no, it's a business. Do you have the proper documents? Do you understand the process from prospecting all the way to closing? All the way to keeping in touch? Like, there is a process. You've got to understand the business. You've got to understand what corporations and colleges want when you start hitting $5, $10, $15, $20,000 for a speaking engagement. They're going to be expecting some things from you. You got to know how to put a proposal together. They want you to have insurance. Like, there are so many things that I didn't know that I had to learn. And so I'm excited to be teaching you all this, and I'm sharing all of my documents with you. Like, if there's anything that you have a question about, just ask me. If it's not in the portal, I will make sure that you get it. Because one of the things I understand for sure is that if you are serious about making more money, about increasing your visibility, about building authority, then you're going to need to invest. And a lot of people don't want to hear that. But I invested. Like right now, I'm in a mastermind, $20,000 a year. And my mentorship program is $99 a month. Like, there is no excuse. If you're serious, like, you can't invest $99 per month in yourself, in your business. You're going to be getting personal development. You're going to be getting business development. You're going to be getting pitching scripts, like anything you can think of. It's going to be there for you. Support, ask me whatever you want to ask me. Really? So you got to understand the business of speaking. And another reason, the final reason, is they do not have multiple revenue streams. So initially, I was only teaching how to get booked and paid to speak. And if you can get booked and paid to speak, you are good, okay? But the truth is, as a speaker, you can't put all of your eggs in one basket. So as a speaker, you gotta be able to have multiple revenue streams. So, I mean, either you're gonna have a book, you got a digital course, you got a coaching program, you've got to have something else that you can market, so that if you do have a slow month, because some months you might have 4 or 5 speaking engagements, then you might have 2, then you might have 1, and you may have a month where nothing comes through, right? Now, I can tell you this. If you know how to pitch yourself, you can set it up to where you know exactly how many speaking engagements you have every month. But even with that, there are times when you may have a goal of 4 per month and you only get 2. But when that happens, it's okay, because you already have other revenue streams. So I do want to make sure that you understand that if you want to get paid as a speaker, you're going to have a clear niche. You're going to have to be viewed as an expert. You're going to have a marketing strategy. You're going to have to know how to pitch yourself. You're going to have to know how to understand. You're going to have to understand the business of speaking. And then you're going to have multiple revenue streams. So it has been great to share with you all. Again, do not miss my upcoming training. Hey, Camille! Do not miss my upcoming training. Again, on TikTok, the link is in my bio. Path to Profits. I am still getting the sales page done. It'll be ready tomorrow, but you know what? I am an action taker. And if you know that you need to generate more money, then just go on and sign up. It's only $19. And it's 2 hours, and it's done with you. We're going to go in there and make sure that you are fully clear on your niche. Make sure that you are fully clear on your profit plan for the rest of this year. That's what we're going to be doing next Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So I encourage you to join me. Facebook, it has been good. See you all later. And if there are any questions, I'm still on TikTok.